All right, let's get some more insight on this. I'm now joined from Croatia by pilot Marin Medic. Thank you very much for coming on RT today. The Superjet, as I'm sure you know, is a very high-tech plane, and this is the first major incident involving this model. Is it unusual for a new plane to encounter difficulties like this?
Hi. Well, it all depends on what the investigation discovers. If it is discovered to be a technical problem with the aircraft, then yes, you could say that the new plane has some birth problems and that something went wrong. But from the information that we have right now, it looks like it might be human error. But again, it is too early after the event to know what really happened.
Well, certainly it's too early after the event, particularly as it's now a night time in the region. The helicopter research and rescue operations have been grounded for now. Russia's Federal Air Transport Agency says this plane, it belongs to the so-called experimental aviation department, not meant for civilian flight. So what could this opinion be based on? It looks like a civilian liner.
Well, any modern aircraft, once it actually flies, is going to look like a civilian liner. It probably had some Sukhoi livery on it, since it was on a promotion tour all over the region. Now, it might have still been registered as an experimental aircraft due to the fact that it has not yet fully entered service, although the actual test flight program, which I believe lasted from 2007 to 2010, has largely been completed, and this was more of a sales pitch to local companies.
Now, we're hearing reports of bad weather in the mountains of Indonesia where the Superjet disappeared. How important is this factor, even for high-tech planes? You would imagine that this Superjet's got all the necessary bells and whistles to steer it clear of potential danger.
Well, there's some buzz in the aviation community that I've been following online about the crew apparently requesting descent or being instructed to descend by the air traffic control to 6,000 feet, while the mountains in the region are about 6,200 feet, meaning that they went below the mountain height. But again, they should have seen this. I mean, any modern aircraft will have a ground proximity warning systems enhanced by the GPS, meaning that with a high degree of precision, they will detect the mountain and will alert the pilots. Now, we don't know what happened, but again, any kind of a collision with terrain should have been avoided because the plane would have warned them in time.
Well, indeed, and as you know, and certainly as we've been reporting here on RT, that this plane, the Sukhoi Superjet 100, was ultimately on a demonstration, a sales pitch up and down the region where it was last seen. When it comes to actually the sales of this potentially cutting-edge aircraft, what impact could this incident have on the future of the Sukhoi Superjet 100, do you think?
Well, again, the problem is twofold. Now, while the Sukhoi Superjet 100 is an excellent plane and truly is the latest in aviation technology and has got a very solid design, and there is basically no realistic reason for it not to sell. But again, it's a matter of perception, because people might perceive it as being connected to an accident. So now Sukhoi will certainly have to be very straightforward and work very hard together with investigators to discover what happened and to put the truth out there as soon as possible so that its further sales are not affected by this incident.
And certainly at this moment, there certainly is a lot of speculation going on with this story right now. But pilot Marin Medic, thank you very much for coming on RT at such short notice.
Thank you for having me.